it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down. It's Taylor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check, crunch. Blue. Under 10, 10. Alert 3. 18. Check 6, guys. Check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got room. Zeke with a shake and bake. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Get wide. Watch twist.
Red, up.
Watch the ship.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Alert, 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 alert.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam. 25, check 25, check 25.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hawkinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rush in, rush in.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Bang, 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 bang. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill, 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 kill. Check. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
36. 942. On the ball.
Smith trying to run for it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Come on, 180.
Check 55 to Mike. Ready? Joker, 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 Joker. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 26.
Hey, 18.
Action. Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, alert. Man,
Kill.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
27, 26.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
He's coming.
On first down, Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Alert.
955.
Hey, ball.
Back and go full strength.
Greystone, travel.
Lucky.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
A first down carry for Smith.
Let's go. Come on.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 49. Get that quarterback.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. Alert flare.
Blue.
Switch.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Blue.
Check three. Watch the twist. Shit.
18.
Check 37.
Red.
Now Elliott.
Watch out.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right right hash here. Should be an easy one. Seibert's kick is good. So a late three there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Red, alert, 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 alert.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
Red,
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
180.
Check 55. Mike. 3 bucks. 3 bucks.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam. Slam. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Motion, motion.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And Anderson's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
At 25 to Mike.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's get it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, 18.
Wide, get wide. Watch twins, watch twins. Watch the ship.
Red,
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check.
alert. Yes.
Now it's Trubisky. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
180.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. credit the tackle there to Moneyman0602's.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go! 180!
Watching your guard. Gotta do better. Come on.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Sit up! 180!
42's the
Lock in, lock in.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Move, move.
Get this. You're all mine. Shift, shift.
Alert, 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 alert.
He's coming, double up.
Alert, 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 alert.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now Ito Smith. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Trubisky will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there. 21 yards. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about... being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Boyd. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Boyd. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. On 2nd down now, it's Boyd. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's complete. Henry. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, That really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyd looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.